All right, we got it. Hello, everybody. It's great to be here one more time. My name is Gary Fowler, and I'm the CEO, president, founder of GSD Get You Done Venture Studios, a premier AI and quantum venture studio located in the heart of Silicon Valley. I'm a 17-time serial entrepreneur with several unicorns under the belt. I was on the original management team at Click Software, which was sold to Salesforce for 1.35 billion, and also Eva.ai, an AI etcher tech company that I co-founded with Dr. David Yang. We believe at GST that intellectual capacity is evenly spread around the world, but opportunities are not. By the way, GST stands for Get Shit Done. With that, I like to have our incredible guest, my friend Alex Raychuk. He's a serial entrepreneur with solid experience in electrical engineering, medical devices, and dental industry. He's particularly interested in entrepreneurship and the intersection of where IT and medicine intersect. He's passionate about areas like blockchain, augmented reality, and artificial intelligence to be able to help patients live better lives. He's accelerating the global adoption and worldwide availability of solutions through his company Medentee. So, with that, I'd like to bring Alex on board. Hi, Alex. How are you today?
Hello, Gary. I'm fine, thank you. Great to be here.
So, tell me a little bit about it. So, if we look at it, I mean, you've got a interesting charted history. So, you got your master's of science in Nicosia, and but you went. How did you go from Technion in Israel and Haifa all the way to Nicosia? And why in the world did you want to get another master's degree?
Very interesting question. So let's go back to 2017 when the blockchain industry started, to really shine and all the cryptocurrency started to emerge. And then the University of Nicosia was the first university in the world to introduce the master in cryptocurrency degree or in digital currency degree. And because I'm a very curious person, so for me was very interesting to dive in and to understand better what is the world of blockchain and cryptocurrency and modern finance. So after a few years after exploring this domain, I decided to go for this degree. I met some interesting people from Nicosia, and I believe it gave me an added value and an additional understanding about the world of technology, of intersection of finance, IT, and now also healthcare, of course.
No, that's fantastic. And so, you went. Your first job was with Easy Chip. So there's a publicly traded company. How was that? I mean, you were an electronics engineer. How was that, and how did you change over time to become an entrepreneur?
I think it's a question of fate of destiny. When I came out of Technion as an electronic engineer, I was very lucky to get into startup. My first job was in a startup, and I was very lucky to have a brilliant boss who was an entrepreneur in his, essence, but he was still back then an engineer, and he actually gave me an understanding that what is to build real automatic systems, how it works. So it's not just engineering per se, but to have a wider understanding of the whole system, how to automate processes, how to help the human being to be more efficient. So I think this way of approach to their engineering profession, I think led me uh, to be very interested in entrepreneurship, in understanding the world as a whole, in developing my ability to build systems. So I think it's a question of whom you meet during the way. And my luck was to meet this person. And after some years, this person also led this company to a great exit. So I continued to be an engineer for a few years, and then I understood that it's narrow for me to be an engineer, and I started to explore the world. I started to explore other opportunities. I started from legal degree actually to continue to have a law degree, and then, step by step, I came to a business and finally to entrepreneurship.
Well, okay, I get all that, but how did you go to the embassy of Israel in Russia? as a second secretary in council. Now that's a whole different deal.
Yeah, again, it's because of curiosity and some obstacles in the life. When I started to explore all the opportunities around me, I just noticed that there is a chance to be accepted uh, to a diplomatic career. Let's say that I applied, and I won, the ticket, and had a great opportunity to go to Russia for a few years, for 3 years, and to represent Israel there and to learn other things in the life and to meet great people and to understand better how the world works, and something about politics, something about public service, something about helping people, something about Israel, as well, and of course a lot of things about Russia itself. I was also lucky to be in Siberia, not just in Moscow, in the headquarters
Where were
city,
you in
but to
Siberia?
explore. I was in Novosibirsk, it's a city in the middle of Russia. Actually, it's considered to be a capital of Siberia, and it's really amazing place to explore. It's great nature, interesting people. It's very different from the European part of Russia. So it was in 2004 until 2007. Very interesting time also in politics, and amazing time. I was really lucky to be there.
No, that's fantastic. And so then you did. How did you go? Now I get all this in engineering, MBA, but then you're doing medical tourism. How does that work? Director of medical tourism. What did you decide? Well, I
Yes.
never tried it all. I'm gonna be a diplomat, and now I'm gonna do medical tourism. What was that about?
I also looked for even more sense, even more meaning in my career. When I was in Russia, serving as a diplomat of Israel, I realized that many people are looking for to treat their sometimes considered to be terminal conditions, but suddenly when they get to better medicine, better healthcare, they realize that the life could be saved with a better approach. And then many people from Russia went to other countries like Germany, US, Israel, with more advanced medical services. And there I understood that it could be done better. And I wanted to also contribute to this part of, of the to this side of I would not call it a business, but let's say of a social enterprise, let's say. And because I lived in quite a small city in Israel back then, I decided to approach a hospital which represented this region and introduce myself and told them that why not to develop medical tourism services also for business, but also to help people from other countries, to have better treatment. And then they gave me this opportunity to establish it from scratch. And I could say that it was one of my first um, experiences to be kind of entrepreneur, to start something from scratch. And I like the feeling. I like to establish something from nothing. And also, it was very important for me to have this social impact and on life of
Well,
people.
okay, so I got that. How did you go? What's this MIS implants? What is that? How did you go to that after doing this? Man, you got
Yeah,
a wide.
actually,
I'm looking for ballet dancing or something next. You know what I mean? You've had a wide career, that's for sure.
yeah, MS implants. It's my next step in the healthcare industry, and I just started to explore the corporate world after making some uh, taking part in some startups and establishing something from scratch, like in the hospital. I decided to check what is the corporate world in healthcare, and I got a chance to work in quite interesting. I would not say it was a corporation; it was still kind of a private company, but very successful already, and it dealt with manufacturing of dental implants. And it was a very interesting story. This company was started by two brothers that came from small place in Israel, and they established a very, very great, let's say, venture again from scratch, almost from nothing, and became to be one of the five leading dental implant manufacturers in the world. And for me,
Wow.
this was very interesting. From one side, it was almost a corporate because it was quite big in terms of dental implant production, but still it was with the soul of a startup. I wanted to see how these two brothers, came from nothing and established, created something great. And again, I had the luck to work together with one of these brothers, a brilliant person, and I learned a lot from him. And I believe that I contributed also to this company, and I was responsible for European markets. And again, it gave me an opportunity to learn a lot about how dentistry work, what are the problems, what are the challenges. And also, it was a time when the digital revolution started to penetrate dentistry, and was experiencing I was experiencing it, again, firsthand. And I understood what are the challenges and decided to mm, find some solutions to these challenges, let's say.
Okay, so I get this. I got that. Okay, then I got the implant thing. Now you're going to blockchain. How did that come about?
Blockchain, we live just in an exciting world. It's really exciting. Some, you know, every few years we have new technology, uh, new meaning to humanity, and the blockchain came, and it's also cryptocurrency because the finance world was changing rapidly, and I understood that nowadays there is nothing standalone. Everything is interconnected, and in order to understand how to build proper systems, you need to be aware of different sides of the world: finance, IT, healthcare, general knowledge, also history, politics. Whatever you take, it actually plays a role in our world in order to build a proper foundation, proper systems. I believe that nowadays it's about systems, nothing else, because standalone solutions, you are very deep. I know that you are very deep into AI, but standalone solutions will be actually narrow uh, specialists will be replaced by AI quite soon. We don't even realize how soon it will happen. And the only, I think, value for the human being would be creating systems out of these, narrow solutions, which AI will be already capable to do something, but it will be capable to do much more. So for me, it was another opportunity to learn the world from another side. Uh, and I was excited about these financial, instruments that are coming to the world. So this is regarding cryptocurrency, regarding blockchain. I understand that it's also will be part of any new technology because of their, sense of mm, privacy of your information that you can keep it in distributed way, and it will be unbreakable, let's say, to penetrate.
Okay, so you went down through, you did that, the Oxford Blockchain Foundation. So tell us a little bit about in February 2020, you founded Medentee. And so you're using these modern IT technologies to be able to create solutions for efficient interaction between healthcare professionals. So tell us a little bit about what you're aiming to do. How are you going to make the world a better place for people?
Well, again, witnessing the way how it works and what are the challenges, I understood that one of the major problems of this world is fragmentation. Fragmentation is in everything. And when it comes to healthcare and to the communication in healthcare, I understood that there are a variety of different channels of communication. And every healthcare professional, I started to understand it from dentistry first, but then I realized that it's true to also the entire medical world, that every healthcare professional is overwhelmed with information that flows towards him or her. And the channels that they communicate are separated into five streams. It's personal network, it's organizations where they work, its community to which they belong. I mean, professional communities like associations, societies. It's also events, professional events which they attend, and meetings that they organize, online or offline meetings. And all streams of information from all these five channels is fragmented. So for every channel, there is separate application, even, you know, several applications for each channel. And all this falls down to the single professional, and they need to juggle all this, myriad of applications, and it's not really efficient. So I understood that in order to come to a better place as healthcare, something unified, like a platform for communication, should come into life. And this platform should facilitate the professional life of a healthcare professional, and also to bring more potential for technical solutions, like again, like AI and other solutions, VR, AR solutions, that could be integrated on top of the platform that unifies communication. I would like to, to free healthcare professionals to have more time, and when they're not overwhelmed with all this, mess of communications, with 20 applications that they manage simultaneously, with information which is missed sometimes, or just misunderstood because of, again, all the noise around. I realized that I need to contribute my part to making it more efficient and more organized, and also simple to use.
And so tell us a little bit about it. Do you have any customers today? What stage are you in?
So actually, we are quite in an early stage, but it's not a new company. It took us quite a while to develop the platform. Why? Because we needed to unify all these five channels in one place. So currently, just understand that healthcare professionals at this moment, they don't have a choice which application to use. For example, if they come to a hospital uses some kind of application, for example, Microsoft Teams, and they tell a doctor, okay, you need to use that because we use it in our organization. They have no choice, so they take it, right? And then they go to an event, professional event, and the event organizer tells them, okay, we use this or that application. They have no choice just to accept it. They go to professional community, and they tell, okay, we use this and that platform. You need to. So it's organization centric, okay? We need to convert it to be professional centric platform. So it took us a while, 3 years, to develop and to unify all the channels, both mobile applications and a web platform. And after 3 years of development, we launched it quite recently, a few weeks ago, in Malta during the Medtech World Summit. It was quite a big summit with 3,000 of professional participants. So we launched the platform. We already on board the Medtech community from this event, and we are already looking forward to connect some other communities, quite big communities and events. So our goal is quite quickly next year, with the goal of scaling up and consolidating of uh, communication in the healthcare domain. So we have quite a big mission here, I think, because on top of such a platform, third party third-party solution could be integrated, because we need one platform with high frequency use and communication. This is kind of
So high frequency use and communication. Um, Alex, we're coming up to the top of the show. So closing thoughts and how do people get a hold of you? So so you've seen a lot. You've been in a lot of different industries. What words of wisdom would you have for other startups in the world that are looking to create a company? What are three things you would tell them?
I think first of all, we need to think differently now about the size of a company. We don't need big teams anymore. I would recommend to use AI solutions which are currently on the market, maybe not to run about a hype, in the buzz or the new to make a new solution, which are currently just in the beginning of the way. But I would recommend to use these tools to optimize the processes and to make your team members much more efficient. This is the first. The second, I would recommend to startup founders to think about fundraising from a different perspective, not to see it's just in a traditional way, go to VCs, get some rounds and so on. think about alternatives. First of all, probably you don't need that much funding anymore because you can act with much smaller teams, empower yourself with AI solutions, and to be more efficient with less funding. So,
Yeah,
also to look at alternative ways of funding, about crowdfunding. And if we are talking already about crypto, what about these kind of tools like STO, like security token offerings, which could be tokenized? Yes, your equity could be tokenized, and you can sell part of these tokens to to people. Uh, so think about evergreen approach, not to look for big rounds of millions of dollars, but maybe you need to think about small rounds using platforms, using modern tools for fundraising. So think differently. This is the second. And the third,
that
I
that's a
would
good point.
recommend,
Think differently.
and the third point, I would say that think about systems. Whatever you do, whatever project you have, whatever idea you have, don't create another standalone solution. Maybe it's a great solution, but it could not be adopted, could not be scaled because it's still fragmented. It's standalone. It doesn't integrate into a bigger platform. So think about systems. If you don't build your system, think about other system where you can be integrated. This is the first step before you create a product. How you are going to sell it? Because again, think again about the situation on the market today. You have thousands of great ideas, even great solutions already implemented, but they are not used. Why? Because people today overwhelmed with information, they don't even have time to check what is new on the market. And then when you create systems, it will be much easier for them to take this solution as part of the system that they already use. So think about integrations, think in a systematic way. So this would be my three recommendations from my experience. And I also, by myself, trying to implement this way in my business.
So, how do people get a hold of you when we reach you? What's the best way to get a hold of you?
Uh, LinkedIn, it's the best way to me, and also via our website. But I think if someone wants to reach me personally, I'm always available on LinkedIn, so I can respond quite quickly there.
No, I appreciate it. Alex, thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today. And thanks for all my audience for joining one more time. GSD presents Silicon Valley AI and Tech. And my name is Gary Fowler, and I'm your host. Stay happy, stay safe, and stay healthy. And I'll be back at you again on Thursday for another exciting edition. Thanks, Alex. Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you very much, Gary, for this opportunity. Thank
Yep.
you very much.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye.